Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome to part 14 of Let's Play Prison Architect. When we left you last time, it said I was going to just kind of let the prison run for a while until we got some more money. We were down to less than $6,000 at that time. So I've let several days pass. Now, originally, I was going to shoot for a lot more than this. But what I realized is I can get there a lot faster if I would just install more equipment in the workshop. And so what I want to do is, rather than keep sitting here and kind of doing it at the glacial pace, we are going to go ahead and try to speed things up by installing more saws and presses. The workshop can make a pretty phenomenal amount of money if you get enough of these machines in here. And while 4 of each is certainly not bad, you can have, as I understand it, up to 9 of each. And so we could literally be making double what we are now. And that would also, I think, alleviate the need for the whole idea of needing to just keep the playthrough on hold day after day. Now, another thing I'm also going to do, one of the few needs that I haven't seen come down. Oh, that's funny. I say that. This is the lowest I've seen clothing this whole time. But I am going to go ahead and install one more washing machine if I can find it. Not a fridge. Well, now, there it is. And, we'll just put it like right here. And then I want another ironing board. And that's fine. And that's it. Yeah. I guess I could put another stupid basket in there. I don't really know if we need another basket. But as the old saying goes, you can never be too rich, too thin, or have too many laundry baskets. Now, I believe right now I have the capacity to assign more people to the laundry room. But I can have as many as 16. But I didn't, because when I did, they didn't do any work. So I just threw a couple more people into the workshop and a couple more people into the laundry. We're about to see more money hit, by the way, because we're coming up on midnight. And so there you go. We made $2,500 from license plates today, which isn't bad. And then we got about $1,000 just from housing our prisoners. I haven't been doing anything particularly special with the prisoners. All I've done really is just, every time I get down to about 24 or so, I took another load. Every time. I think it happened twice because I've only run like 4 days since last episode. Very uneventful. I didn't build anything. I didn't change any of the physical layout. The only thing that I played with was how many workers going where. Like, I put more men in the kitchen, and that really helped feed everybody. So we don't have food is a high need anymore. It is kind of high right now just because of the fact that, they haven't eaten in a long time. But once they eat, this will come way down to almost nothing. So there are a few needs, though, that I wanted to play with. And in fact, now that I'm recording again, one change I'm going to make right now is I'm going to swap this yard time and free time. Because what I find is that by the time they get to this part of the day, their bowel and bladder needs are really high. It even gets critical for some. And I don't want, let me Let me slow this down a little bit and run some electrical cable really quickly. I just want to make sure that we don't have any issues whatsoever. Okay, I'm not positive, but I think that should be fine. And there's some kind of weird bug where I tried to just dismantle a saw and a press and move them because I realized the first time I placed them, I'd put them out of alignment with these first two rows. So literally the only thing I did was I dismantled the one that was kind of cockeyed, and then after they had dismantled it, I said, okay, now put it here. And well, for the press, it worked perfectly. But for the saw, for some reason, it's glitched out. And so it keeps telling me here that I have one workshop saw kind of, like in storage that I don't have to pay for. But what happens is every time I try to place it, it just won't. This job will just stay queued for days. And as far as I can tell, they're never going to come and install that one saw. So it's very odd that it's doing that, but I'm just hoping that at some point it will go away. But I've even, saved the game, closed the program, come back into the game, and here you go. It's still like that. And you got a workman, walking right past it basically, and he doesn't care. Now I hope one of them is going to come with some electrical conduit. It doesn't look like they're too interested in doing that either. Okay, here we go. Thank you, boys. Now, I don't think I can get 9 machines of each type working with the number of prisoners I have right now. The only way I could do that is if I just strip the kitchen and laundry bare. Because this room, how many does it hold? It's at least 20. Yeah, so I could have 20 prisoners here, 6 in the kitchen. And by the way, realistically, we probably need 1 or 2 more men in the kitchen because we always fall just a little short of feeding everybody. It's not by much, but we don't have quite enough meals. So, that would be like 26 men, and then I've got something like another 6 in the laundry. But, that's okay because I always intended to grow the prison. My hope is that once these presses are fully functional, now I actually thought they would be now, and I'm not seeing any activity that these guys are going to hook this last press and saw up. That's a little distressing. Okay, here we go. See, I'm paranoid now because of what happened before. But we're getting there. All right, good. So now all but the phantom one work fine. And I'll just right click it so I don't have to stare at that stupid thing blinking anymore. Yeah, see, they won't even move this to storage. What if I dump it? I'm going to do that. Let's see if that works. Because, if they're never going to install it anyway, it's not really even me costing $1,000 because I literally am getting no value out of this whatsoever. Now, the other thing that I have tried experimenting with, by the way, is just leaving these doors in the prisoner area all unlocked all the time. And it works great. I also left these unlocked, like going to the showers and stuff, so I didn't need to tie the guards up unlocking them. It's perfect. So now that I've done these things, oh, by the way, oh, okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure we had utility lines running over here. What I want to do is make a hole in these fence areas. First of all, let's remove this door and this door. Did that even work? I can't even tell. Well, let me open them so those guys can get through. See, this is why I don't want them. It's just stupid. It's serving no purpose whatsoever for me other than to gum up the works. So all I want to do is just take out all this stupid fence. Now what I probably am going to do is, oh, screw it. I'm probably just going to take this all out, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Demolish. And then likewise. Now I am going to replace some of this, but not all. Yeah, I'm actually going to just start over with this fencing. I probably will put something like here just to kind of keep them in a corridor, and then same thing, I'll put some here. But we're gonna go for something a little different, a little cleaner pathing. And then the other thing I want, now that we at least have some money again. Oh wait, we just want paving stone. Well, screw it. This might look better. And it costs the same. So let's go ahead and build that over to the workshop. I should have done this a long time ago. Because we know that men walk faster on these paths, right? So one of the concerns I have had is we've seen they barely have time to get to their meals and stuff. So let's not have everything take longer than it should. And it matters for the guards and workers too. You know, it really does. They all do their jobs more slowly because I haven't been diligent about putting this path down. So I want to get out of that habit. And I'm going to eliminate a lot of the fencing over here, by the way, as well. I think I've given them just a ton of stuff to do. So we'll let them do some of that. Yeah, I do like this stone a lot more than the standard paving stones. I'm not going to go crazy and start pulling all this up. Okay, so let me see if I can get rid of this jail door, because it's kind of funny seeing it like this. Okay, it's cued to be dismantled. And then the other thing that we're going to do, and I think that this is a good idea, is I'm going to take out this jail door and this jail door and replace it with staff doors. Now, this has always been a concern of mine. I've never been sure how secure a staff door is. And you know, I guess if 10 guys go running out into the street, then I'll know that this is bad. But I think it's at least worth trying, because my workers and my cooks and everybody, they come over here and they get stuck on these stupid doors. See, like this. Just like that, until the guard can come and let them through. So I'm going to try setting some of these up as staff doors. I've really never understood the difference between those two things. But we're gonna see if it's safe. I actually think it's going to be okay. You see, it's just crazy how much these guys are going in and out. And we can always deploy a guard, you know, down here. It's not like if you get through this door, you're just out. I actually should deploy a guard here. I think that's a really good idea. So now that I've done that, we're going to go ahead and install a staff door here. And then since that's already underway, I'm going to dismantle this other door. And then I'm going to install a staff door there. By the way, how are we doing over here? I guess it's not necessarily work time. Yeah, I don't think it is. That's fine. Okay. So their job queued, garden outdoor area. I'm not sure what that's all about. Okay, so he is done. Oh, snap. I didn't mean to do that. I needed to do that. Okay, and then since that's done, we're going to dismantle this one as well. And then I'm going to put in another staff door. Can I do that? I don't think it'll work until the one is dismantled. But I don't think that's going to be very long. So, yeah, obviously the idea here is, you know, let's improve the flow of traffic and make a lot of stuff take less time than it does right now. So, that doesn't look... Oh, okay. So, first you dismantle it, and then they have to move it to storage. Fair enough. It's so funny that the same guy doesn't just pick it up. Okay, so we are going to put doors here. I don't want this area, you know, completely unsecure. Although, for all I know, maybe staff doors are completely insecure. Someone recently pointed out this gap here. And I just want to point out that while this theoretically would be a security hole, there is no way for prisoners to get to that. See, this is sealed off. All of this is sealed off, including the gap here. And then this entire area is sealed off. So, you see, there's fence here, there's fence here. Everything, only the staff can get through there. So it actually is okay, and it allows my workmen to get to places when I want to build this out, which I'm going to, you know, they can still get back there. All right, so we seem to be doing okay. I'm pretty happy with our progress so far. So this is what I'm saying. We got 95% of the prisoners fed, which is, you know, good. And it's certainly one of our lesser needs. It's just we're not quite getting all of them, are we? So that's the main thing that I want to fix. Hygiene at certain points of the day looks ugly, but then it's fine later. And pretty much everything else really is going pretty well. It looks like clothing is even coming down already in our first day with the bigger laundry room. And you know what I didn't even do? Well, maybe I did. I don't remember now. Let's see. How many people do I have? Okay, I did. I had assigned a couple more men in there. Now, this is a concern to me. Well, maybe it's because they're just going in. See, the only ones who are working are these ones in the kind of tannish orange color. These guys don't have a job to do. Now that concerns me. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 guys working, and I could swear I had more than that before I put in this new machinery. Now let me just do this. Let's put a guard in here. And of course, it won't be the guy that's standing right there because that would just make way too much sense. Before I forget, let's go ahead and dismantle more of this fence. Yeah, we just don't need it. Don't want it. It's a waste of time. All of it must go. Now, not literally all of the fence that we have, but a lot of this stuff, I just don't think it does any good. It just gets in the way and creates pathing issues. So we are definitely cutting back. And I feel pretty good about that. I thought that a lot of this stuff was going to be necessary, but it's not. So we are losing it. Okay, so I think there's another one that needs to go. There's another one that needs to go. The good thing is, you know, when we need doors later, all of this stuff is going in the storeroom. The fencing is free regardless, so we don't have to worry about that. But the, you know, the doors cost money, and so on the one hand, we spent it when maybe we didn't need to. Okay, so let's check. I guess I want deployment. And jobs. So I still have like 5 guys that aren't working. 9 people are. So let's just kind of do a quick count here. We've got 12 machines. How does that make sense? How on earth does that make sense? 6, 9, 12. So how can we only keep 9 guys busy? And I could swear that earlier I had more than that working in here before I installed these new machines. Well, there's no point sending more men in here because we're not using the ones we have. I'm not assigning more men than are in the prison, am I? 2, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 15. That's exactly what it is. We don't have enough men to staff it. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop one of the guys from the laundry room because we can still keep people relatively happy, and at least that'll put one more man in here. It doesn't help. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have to cut this episode off before we get there. But we are going to open up for new prisoners tomorrow. And then that'll help us get back up. Because, see, we're down to 24. We got 3 men up for release. So, you know, that's fine. They serve their time. They can go and all that crap. But I need some new warm bodies to take their place. By the way, did I not demolish some of this area? Because it seems like maybe I didn't. Alright, that should do it either way. And it looks like that's all ready. I can't tell for sure. Alright, hopefully that did it either way. I mean, for all practical purposes, the fence is gone, but, you know, I just would like to make sure we get it right. So, yeah, even at the fastest speed, I guess it's just not going to happen. I can't wait the minutes because I don't want to go too long on any one episode. And it'll give us something to look forward to next time. I don't think that I'll just, you know, sit and wait before, like this time I purposely let several days pass. But we have at least some money to work with. and we should start making more. Tomorrow we'll have several more men in the workshop. So, we will have more resources coming in the door, and we have some to work with already. So we can at least do stuff like we'll start building out the cells and what have you. But I guess we'll worry about that next time. And, well, let's wait. It'll be just a few seconds, and we can see how much we made today. Tick-tock, tick-tock. It is funny. There's times I wish I could make it go even faster than it does. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's not bad. We made $3 grand off of it. We're up to 20 overall. So there's your tally. Thank you for watching, and I hope we see you next time.